Now, as Jeff said, we are expecting freezing rain, snow, and also ice in many areas. So it's really important to make sure that your home is ready.
Tino Ramos is live in Grandview with some things you can do to be ready. Tino.
And Jeff, Tracy rather, it was nice that Jeff had said that temperatures are going to be still on the warm side, so we still have that window of opportunity, but it's running out quick because things are going to look different around your home. They're also going to look different right here on the road too, where you're seeing ice. And if you don't get your house ready for ice and snow now, you may pay for it later. You know, we caught up with some homeowners chipping away at the ice outside of their homes. You know, today is a good day to clear away those openings to the streets so water can escape from your gutters and sump pumps, so you won't have damage to your foundation later. You know, this is also a good time to inspect your gutters. With all the ice and snow expected, we could see ice dams form, which will put extra weight on your home, causing damage. And take time out this morning to look around your home to make sure no tree limbs will fall on power lines. The ice could bring down tree limbs, and power crews know it. That's why they're preparing now.
We ask people to be patient because it just takes longer during this type of an event. But we have sufficient numbers of line workers available to us. We have about 1,000 line workers in the state of Ohio that work for us every day, and then about 700 tree people that work for us as well.
So the bottom line through this whole scenario here, don't delay. Do those preps right now. Get your home ready because you only have a few more hours before things will start to get worse out there. So we got you covered here on the outside. We also want to get you covered on the inside too. Let's go ahead and check in with Clay Gordon, who's looking at some things that you can do to prepare yourself. Clay?
Hey, Tino. Yeah, great advice there. And the best part is we still have time to prepare for this one. And you mentioned the outside, but once you have that outside all shored up, it's time to think about the people and your pets and some of your items inside. The CDC says make a storm plan before to make sure smoke detectors and battery-powered carbon monoxide detectors are all working. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher nearby a heating source, and that heating sources are properly ventilated to provide adequate shelter also for pets, and make sure they have access to unfrozen water, specifically, you know, like the horses that have to be outside on the farms, maybe find them some shelter, check on their water. Now collect some emergency supplies and a go kit. It should include a mask, some hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes if you have them, especially if you lose heat and you need to go to a warming shelter. Then there are the flashlights, the lanterns. Remember these things? Love these. I always plug in I don't even have a lantern. Tino gave me one of these to borrow for today. And make sure you have your weather radios, your chargers, your battery power. He even lended me this air compressor. Also, it has USB connections, a battery thing. It's loud, it works too. And then, you know, go to a weather radio. You can just crank that and that little light comes on. You just have to do it for a while. But it's a good thing to do if you, you know, lose your power and stuff, guys. And what is the one thing you always prepare for the storm with, Tracy and Angela? Mine is I charge all my flashlights, but I have to keep going back to check them because my son also loves flashlights and he unplugs them and plays with them. So what's your, it's a problem sometimes, but it's cute at the same time too. What about you guys?
You might need to buy 2 flashlights.
Right.
I have plenty of flashlights, don't worry.
Yeah, flashlights, candles, you know, I just did check at home to make sure we have paper plates.
Yeah. Paper plates, yeah, that's a good thing to have. And this is something else, Clay, that, you know, is really good for the car. I know we talk about keeping, you know, stuff for your car. This is one of those things that, like, if your phone charger battery runs out, right, and you don't have maybe that USB port, right, this is really good just to have something like this, a tool that just gives you options.
Especially like charging your laptop. I keep that in my car too because, you know, a lot of us are working from home these days and, you know, your USB can't charge your laptop. So that's one of those inverters that can.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. If I'm stranded at home, I'm not working. I'm going to put it out there.
We got you. You relax.
Yes, exactly. She'll be under a nice warm blanket in front of the fire.
Get in the robe.
Right. We do want to make sure people are safe, though, especially when they are hitting the road. So here's what AAA says you do need to have in your car: an emergency kit, right? Just get a milk crate and throw all this stuff in, like a phone charger, the blanket, the first aid kit. Don't forget water and snacks, that ice scraper, and again, as Clay mentioned, a flashlight or 2. Now, you will want to stay with us so you can stay up to date as this winter storm starts to make its way into Central Ohio. Download our free 10 TV app. You can track our weather radar, and you can also set customized weather alerts sent straight to your phone.